Cardano just dropped below $1 for the first time in over a year. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, Cardano just dropped below $1, and the reason that that's important is because it has maintained that level since March of 2021. That is a very important level of support that Cardano has just broken. We've talked about over the last little while how I wasn't exactly expecting that it would break below $1, but that it was most certainly in the cards. In this video, we're going to be talking about whether or not we should be abandoning Cardano because its price is dropping, or if these are actually levels that we should be scooping up more and more ADA than we ever have before. We're going to talk about all of that and more in today's episode. So without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So the very first thing I need to remind you is that the fundamentals of Cardano are stronger than ever. It is now past 3 million wallets, and we've also seen that the daily transaction volume on Cardano is actually getting to be higher than Ethereum and Bitcoin. So its fundamentals are doing absolutely phenomenally. And by the way, all of that transaction volume is being done with less than $100,000 a day in transaction fees, when you're looking at multi-million-dollar transaction fees over on Ethereum and multi-$100,000 transaction fees cumulatively over on Bitcoin. So there's a massive amount of transactions going on Cardano, and as I'm going to be talking about with Charles Hoskinson in the future, there are a major number of major updates coming to Cardano over the course of this year as well. I just want to remind you, Cardano is the most rigorously tested, scientifically backed cryptocurrency in the entire industry, more so than Bitcoin, more so than Ethereum, by a mile. If you want to learn more about that, I encourage you to go back and watch my interview with the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson. Is back on the channel. Check that out. That went up a couple of weeks ago. But let's go ahead and talk here about the price. Cardano rallied when the ADA gang got very excited with the price back in August and September, all the way up to $3. Right now, Cardano has retraced almost 75% from that all-time high. A lot of people are saying Cardano's a dead project and the price is going down, and it turned into a stable coin because it's trading at $1 for the last 3 months. Here's the point, guys. I want to make a very, very simple point here. This is not going to be a bunch of technical analysis in this video. It is very, very simple to understand what drives the price action of a cryptocurrency over the long run. It's fundamentals. Period. The technicals don't drive long-term price action. On-chain analysis is basically just a subset of fundamental analysis. Fundamentals drive price. Period. Full stop. Community is fundamental. Development is fundamental. Leadership is fundamental. Vision, culture, market, revenue generation models, if this were a business, all of those fundamentals drive the price action of stocks, and they also drive the price action of cryptocurrencies. Cardano, for many reasons I've talked about in 100 different videos on this channel, has some of the strongest fundamentals in the entire cryptocurrency space. And let me dispel something really quickly. People ask me, Jeb, do you get paid to shill Cardano? We never take a single coin sponsorship, ever. We've been offered, never by Cardano, but we have been offered that. We don't do that. I am telling you this because I have done a lot of research and study on Cardano and the way that its backend works. Its decentralized application space, the DEX is being launched on it. Charles Hoskinson, the leadership team himself, IOHK, all of the development going on. I've studied Cardano extensively, and I have come to find that it is the most rigorously tested, strongest blockchain in the entire cryptocurrency industry. So what does all this mean? When it drops down to 87 cents, I don't see that as something to be scared of. I see that as a major opportunity. In the same way as if Bitcoin were to go down to $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000, I don't see that as a bad thing because the fundamentals have continued to improve. When I see Cardano dropping below $1, I don't fret. I don't freak out. My average entry price on my Cardano is around $1.15. What I get to do now that it's dropped down to 87 cents is I get to buy more down here if I so choose. I haven't decided if I'm going to yet or not. I already have a lot of Cardano. I probably am going to, though. I get to buy more ADA down here so that I can make more money in the future. I made a video 2 or 3 weeks ago talking about how I expect that Cardano is going to go to $20 by the end of the decade, and quite frankly, I think that's conservative. So let's keep a long-term perspective here. If Cardano is going to go to $20, $30, $40, $50 in the next decade because of its amazing fundamentals, it's going to go to over $1 trillion in market capitalization, which I fully expect. I think Bitcoin is going to be worth well over $10 trillion in the next decade in 2022 US dollars, and I think Cardano is going to be well over $1 trillion in market capitalization. Right now, Cardano's capitalization is $30 billion. That is nothing compared to $1 trillion. I do think you're going to see a 20, 30, 40x on this project. So in 10 years, are you going to look back and say, oh, well, I should have bought Cardano at $1.03? Or I should have bought Cardano at 87 cents, but I bought it at $1.03. I didn't get the perfect entry. No, that's not what you're going to say. You're going to say, I bought Cardano around $1 and I'm up 30x because I held on to a project that has great fundamentals. So here's what I'm going to be looking at doing. I haven't decided if I'm going to do this yet, but this is what I'm looking at doing, and I think this is something that you should look at doing. As Cardano is dropping below $1, it's probably going to be down there for a while. Just want to get that out of the way. It's probably not going to drop below $1, spring right back up. It's probably going to stay below $1 for a while until Bitcoin sees a resurgence in price action. There's a lot of FUD in the crypto markets right now. What I think you're going to see happen is you're going to see Cardano stay below $1, and if you want to make the most out of this, here's what you do. Set up a recurring purchase every Friday. You can do the statistical analysis. You can look at the statistical analysis on your own. Friday's the best day to do a recurring purchase. It's historically the cheapest price. Every single Friday, buy some ADA. Every single Friday, buy some Bitcoin. Every single Friday, buy some Ethereum. If you can afford it, if your risk tolerance is there, if you know what your time horizon is, if you're not investing more than you're willing to lose, and you got money on the sidelines and you're willing to invest, dollar cost averaging on these dips is very important, and I think is the best way to go about this. Why? As you buy in, as the price action goes lower, let's say you buy it at 87 cents, then at 85, then at 83, then at 79, then at 77, you're bringing your average entry price down. My average entry price on Cardano's, I want to say around $1.12 to $1.15. If I were to buy down at 87 cents, then I could lower my average entry price and overall increase my profits as time goes on and as it goes up to $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 in the future. So I would encourage you to dollar cost average into crypto. I do need to say that I am not your financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I do, however, encourage you to look into getting a financial advisor, especially if you're working with the 5, 6, 7-figure crypto portfolios that some of you are. It's worth the money. You can go ahead and find someone on your own on that. I do encourage you to do that, although I do also encourage you to dollar cost average. I think that you're going to be very glad you did. Before I go, though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And tell me, what are your thoughts on Cardano? Where do you think the bottom is going to be? I'm very hesitant to say where I think the bottom on Cardano is going to be because, quite frankly, there's not a lot of TA below $1. Most of the technical landscape on Cardano is north of $1. So I couldn't tell you where the bottom is going to be on Cardano. It could be at 70 cents. It could be at 50 cents. But what I can tell you is that as it drops below $1, that is prime buying territory. This project might go to negative 85% from all-time high. It might go down to 50 cents. But guess what? You buy Cardano at 50 cents and you hold it for a decade, you're going to be very glad you did. Before I go, though, guys, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely consider subscribing because we're trying to help you become financially free in these cryptocurrency markets. And also, consider following us on Twitter @CryptoJeb for more updates on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Peace.